I was bullied in school, but what happened after will shock you. Back in sophomore year of high school, there were 3 girls who bullied me relentlessly. I heard a lot of things that really stung, but the worst was one day when my dad was helping me carry things into school for a project. We walked past one of the girls with some of her friends who didn't know me, and I overheard her say, "Why does she dress like that? She's so weird. She's always so happy about every little thing. It's so annoying." She said it so loud. My dad and I both heard it. He's pretty socially awkward, so he didn't say anything. He didn't even want to acknowledge it, probably because he thought I didn't want him to bring it up, but I saw the heartbreak in his eyes. I can only imagine his pain. I know I'd be in tears if someone said something nasty about him, whether he was there or not. We both just kept walking, and the silence between us stretched on. It was a long, quiet walk. I still don't get why she criticized what I was wearing. I was just in leggings and a plain t-shirt. By junior year, I felt a little better, but the bullying didn't stop. It got so bad that they would tweet about me, trying to tear me down even more if I dared to stand up for myself. They'd make up mean names for me and whisper them while I was giving presentations in class, trying to throw me off. Once, I found out my grandmother had passed away while I was in class, and one of the girls yelled, "Oh my God, she's crying!" so loudly. Thank God my teacher didn't tolerate her. They also bullied her daughter at times, though I was the main target. She would stand up to them. One even physically destroyed my school project. There came a point when I just couldn't take it anymore. During my free period, I went to the auditorium and cried. I didn't know the tech director was in there with some of my peers. They came up to me, and I remember asking, "How do you handle it when someone doesn't like you?" They all knew exactly who I meant. These kind kids, most of them part of the LQB+ community, understood what it felt like to be bullied. They told me they were jealous of me. They said I was beautiful and smart, and that everyone in the school was tiny, liked me, and they couldn't stand that. They also couldn't handle the fact that I was happy in life. That stuck with me. It shifted my perspective. The girls who bullied me were all rude, mean, and overweight, always complaining. It was clear they weren't happy. Later, one of them tried to sabotage me in senior year. She took my project, which I had worked on for months, and tore it apart. It was a trifold board, and she ripped everything off and scribbled all over it. The principal was aware of what I was going through and told me that if I thought it was sabotage, they would treat it as such, which could lead to suspension or even expulsion. I believe in karma, so I told them I thought it was just an accident, and she was let off with a detention. Well, karma did catch up to them. One of them got arrested a few weeks after graduation. Another got dumped by her boyfriend and started losing her hair. The third one dropped out of college, or more likely, got kicked out. But of course, I had my own little revenge on the girl who wrecked my project. Before graduation, we had been friends for a few months during freshman year when we were both new. I had a stick of concealer in my backpack that she always borrowed. One day, I realized it was the reason I was breaking out. I had kept it in the bottom of my bag for 4 years without a cap, gathering dirt, crumbs, and bacteria. I had completely forgotten about it. Well, after she wrecked my project, she had the nerve to ask me for it again in senior year. I wiped the top of it off just enough to make it look clean and let her borrow it. She came in later that week with horrible skin, acne all over. And honestly, I didn't feel bad.